My name is Amanda Legoland and I'm running to be your next Director of Representation.
What are your policies?
Okay, so I've got a few. One of them is that I want to improve the communication of the union. I think that some of the problems we found this year is that the SRC isn't getting out there to students, and it is your voice, but how are you supposed to deal with that if you don't know how it works and who to come to? And also with the sabbaticals, I want to set up a sabbatical question time at least once a semester. And also I'm going to be holding mobile office hours in lots of different places such as the library, halls of residence, physics, stuff like that, so that people can come and talk to me in just normal locations they'd be in, rather than me force them to come up the quite scary stairs up the union. I want to have a 24-hour library. I've spoke to the library and they want this to happen as well. I also want to push for longer opening hours of other libraries like the St Mary's Library, the Physics Library, stuff like that. Because I just don't think that people can't get a seat already, and I think it's a big issue that we really need to deal with, especially as library redevelopment's going on right now. And school presidents, I think they're a really brilliant system, but I've already spoke to some of the school presidents and they've said that they need a lot more communication and a lot more organisation from the Dough rep. And so I'm going to be setting up a fortnightly meeting for them because they don't have that, and you'd think that they would already, as a sort of go-to point just to get together and discuss what they've been doing. I also want to encourage them to increase their links with the Careers Centre and their Relevant Subject Society so that you guys can get more events sort of career-based and social. And I also am setting up an academic mentor system. This has already been discussed with the university and there's a pilot scheme confirmed for 2013. Basically, as an addition to your current advisors, which I think that 5 minutes a semester just saying, what modules do you want to do? Okay, go. That's not enough. This would be, honors students would opt in to mentor sub-honors students, and they would give an hour or two of their time a semester, and they'd be trained to give advice on academic issues, careers advice, and just answer any questions that you might have. And I think it would be a brilliant way of sharing our experiences, because I think sometimes when you're coming into St Andrews, the system's quite confusing, especially when you're in first year. And I think it would just be a really great way so that people could make more informed decisions about their studies.
My name is Allison Dough and I'm running for Director of Representation. I want to increase the organisation of teaching. I think that it's too often that things are disorganised and there's too much of a discrepancy between the worst and the best teaching at this university. We are a brilliant university, there is some great teaching out there, but not all the time, it's not always properly structured in the way that it should be. And particularly with the semester reform coming in next year, I think it's a real opportunity to make sure that we are making sure teaching is evenly spaced throughout the semester, that people are getting the material they need when they need it. And also I'm really keen to work to reduce the clustering of academic deadlines. I've had a lot of experience in geography with moving deadlines and getting deadlines moved because they were just spaced in really awkward times with sort of class tests at the same time as deadlines, and just by rearranging them it makes it so much easier for everyone involved. So that's a really big thing for me. I also want to make the union more accessible because there's not enough transparency between what's going on in the union and the SRC, and so I would like to make the website a portal where you can see what's going on really easily without having to trawl through it. As a fresh face, I've not been on the SRC before. I think that it's been really difficult having to find out what's been going on. It should be really easy to see it straight on the website so that everyone knows what's going on. And also the other thing I want to do is empower school presidents. I think that we've got a brilliant school president system and I really want to invest in what's going on with them. They do a huge amount of work in the department. I think that as Director of Representation there's so much work that can be done to support them and to share ideas between different schools about what works well, and to spread that knowledge between them and really give them the support that they need.
My name's Tamara. I'm running for the Director of Representation. My main policy is making sure all students get a say on issues that are affecting us, making sure we really get consulted about issues that are relevant to us, for example, accommodation, or as they happen in tuition fees, that those are really decisions that got taken behind the back doors. Putting affordability on top of my agenda, making sure that we have enough scholarships in place, and also having a very diverse environment, inclusive of all people, from ethnic minorities, of LGBTQ people, of disabled people and women as well.